Hey, what's going on? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today I have a bunch of new gear and gadgets to share with you. We're going to kick it off with a July release coming in from Workos. This is the HD03 clip light. These were just made available. I'll have them down in the description and pinned comment, along with everything else you see in today's video. Any links or coupons will be down there. Now, the HD03, it's really exciting because these are going to come in about 17 bucks, which means you can get two of these for the price of one O-Clip Pro. These are going to push out more lumens at 680 compared to the 500 of the O-Clip Pro, 180 meter beam distance compared to 120 with the O-Clip Pro. You have your standard clip with the rubber feet. You have a magnet and a lanyard hole. It comes with two lanyards and a USB-C recharging cord. You have your rubber gasket here with your USB-C charging port. That's all waterproofed internally there. You have a side switch that'll take you from spotlight to floodlight. Then you have your power button here with a battery indicator light built right in. I love these because they're inexpensive and very user friendly. It's just a simple push to turn it on. You hold it down, that'll cycle you through all your normal modes, and then a double press will take you into turbo, which, like I said, for the spotlight is 680. For the floodlight, it is 320. IPX6 rated, just like the O-Clip Pro. I've been testing out the green one here for about the last week. They do have blue and orange as of right now, and $17 for 680 lumens for a utility style light like this or an EDC type light. I'm a big fan of these clip style lights, and Workos just dropped a bomb with these. Next up, we're taking a look at the Real Steel Pyrex, and this is a newer EDC knife for them. We're going to be looking at about $60 to $75 depending on which version you get. We are looking at 3.5 inches of Nitro V, and with Real Steel, you're going to get phenomenal build quality. If you're looking for an EDC knife that's going to be a user and reliable, Real Steel is a good option. You have nice big step thumb studs there for the deployment. Their crossbar locks are done very well, in my opinion. You have a taco integral steel frame here, meaning that is one piece for the frame instead of two pieces. We have G10 with texturing here. They also do these in a plethora of other materials. I think they have titanium as well. We have a deep carry wire clip here that is reversible, making this a completely ambidextrous knife. I have checked out one of these in the past. I think it was the titanium variant actually, and it is a superb all-around EDC knife. Next up, we have this very interesting 4-in-1 charging line. This is the Armored Dragon from M-Fish. They're about $16, $17, and this thing is an absolute monster. I've been testing it out for about 2 weeks, and I'll let you know in a future video how this continues to hold up, but I don't think we're going to have any trouble. I've already been through buying the El Cheapo ones, and they break within a month or two. Look at the robust connectors here. These are all made out of metal. You got this heavy rubber gauge over top of the wire to protect this from bending and breaking, and just look at the difference in the cords here. I mean, it's almost double or triple the thickness, which means more power is going to be able to run through this cable than this cable here. You have this little tie down here. It comes with a nice little zippered case with extra storage inside, and it has that little box there. For 16 bucks, a 6-footer. This is a 4-in-1. You have a USB-A to the iPhone, or underneath you have a USB-C here to USB-C or the iPhone cord itself. Time will tell how this continues to hold up, but so far, this is the best charging cord from Anker to Nitecore that I have had. We will know in the future how it continues to hold up, but it seems like this is going to be a good cord to have. Next up, we have this utility blade coming in from Nova. Now, they have a ton of different utility style knives, and this is just one of many. They're also going to be getting into the EDC game. Now, this does have the ability to store more blades. You also have a bit driver in the back, and both of these are housed by a little button lock here. You also have a pry bar end, and you can flip this open and closed. Very competitive to the Milwaukee Fastback, but these are going to typically come in about $13, $14, and it has a nice wire pocket clip there. Not that this would be like an EDC. You could. It would definitely be handy if you required something like this. You have a nice double-sided 1/4-inch bit there, and it's just an inexpensive, good little cutting tool, and then that pry bar end to kind of get some staples or some smaller nails out would definitely come in handy. But for 13 bucks, hard to beat something like this from Nova, who has definitely made a name for themselves here. Next up, we're taking a look at this little carabiner knife from Ned Foss. These are going to be like 13, 14 bucks, and that's a good deal for this little knife right here. We're looking at D2 steel, and Ned Foss does a good job with their D2. And I've actually had a different one of these in, and I had a bunch of people say that they had already gotten one or that they went and got one and really enjoy it. They have a couple different styles like this. Now, instead of the pocket clip, you have the carabiner hook here, and that does act as a bottle opener too, of course. Standard liner lock, very easy to get to and disengage that liner. You do have bearings in there so you can flick that blade out. Nice little Wharncliffe straight edge, Wharncliffe style blade. It almost is like a hawksbill almost. The tip kind of comes down just a hair lower, but this would be a great little backup to your backup, right? Something you can kind of put in a pouch or a pack and have this as a backup blade. Definitely a cool little option from Ned Foss. Next up, we have a couple of items coming in from one of my favorite companies, Couture and Reich. They just released a bunch of new pens, pry bars, and lighters. And here we have a couple of their titanium and lightning anno versions. This is going to be the new pocket pry bar. And if you've been following along, we checked out this guy's little brother here in a previous Gear and Gadgets, and that is going to be more of a plain Jane type of version. And they have several different options. Now, they have a lot of different pens. The pry bar is going to come in right around the $65 mark, and the pen is going to be around the $45 mark. And those are some really good prices considering these are made out of titanium. You have this really cool mechanism that I haven't seen before. It's like a clip action, almost like a bolt action, but you can slide the clip down and that will put your refill out. You pull it back down and that'll slide back up. Really cool pen and pry bar combo there. Definitely recommend going and checking out Couture's website. They have all kinds of different lighters, pens, pry bars, and not to mention, they have some of the coolest knives in the industry, in my opinion. The Griffin V3 is something that I've been carrying for the last couple of weeks. Button actuated liner lock in M390 and titanium. Definitely a big fan of Couture. Go over there and check out what they have. Next up, we have the C3 filtered water bottle coming in from Membrane Solutions. And this is a direct competitor to something like the Sawyer and the other water filter systems out there that have a bottle and a filter in them built in. This is a 36-ounce container here, and it comes with the UCF filter. Now, they have a couple of different filters, and they have a couple of different styles. You can get these in a stainless, or you can go with something that's a little bit lighter and more portable. Now, this is just an introduction to the C3 here. We are going to do some testing on this. We're going to go down to the creek or something of that nature, and we're actually going to test these out. That'll be in a later video once we get this all set up. But I am excited because we got several different things to check out from Membrane Solutions, and they have a good name in the purification industry. Not only do they have water filtration, but they also do air filtration and other systems. You can get these in a couple of different colors. If I have any coupon codes or anything like that for this, I'll have them down in the description and in the pinned comment. But this has some really cool features to it. You have that screw down cap. You have this little lanyard hole here, and all that stuff stays attached, so you don't have to worry about it. Nice thick threads, and is definitely going to be a good bottle. That is one of the main things that you need in certain situations is a container. But not only do you need a container, but you need a filter in order to purify that water. Even something that might seem clean and clear, it is most likely not going to be the safest thing to drink. Will it kill you? In most places in the United States, probably not, unless there's like a nuclear facility up the hill or a dead carcass rotting in the river. And those are the types of things you don't want to risk, and that's when it comes in handy to have something like this. Definitely could be complemented as like an EDC bottle, not something that you put in your pocket, of course, but something that you could definitely keep with you and keep in your bag or your backpack. It is paramount to have water because you can only go a few days without having water. I always recommend to everyone, have a couple of different ways to filter water and make sure you store enough of it. That is the preparedness side and survivalist side of this channel, and it is definitely the best way to go about life is to be prepared for as much as you can be. You'll have to let me know down in the comments, what was your favorite piece of gear or gadget from today's video? I always look forward to hearing from you on these different items. Share this video with all your family and friends. They're going to want to know about the latest gadgets to hit the market. Hit the thumbs up button. That helps push the video out there to more people. And if you like knives and you like gear, you're in the right place. Make sure you're subscribed. I release videos like this every day. I'd love to have you here. If you are new, let me know down in the comments. That way we can welcome you to the G-Baller family properly. I'll pop up a couple of new videos. Go check one out that you haven't seen, just the one. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.